Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. You think of somebody, and all of a sudden, they call you. And sometimes you are arguing with someone in your brain. You're just fantasizing about it for some reason. And then you go to your work and you have a big fight with your boss. But you get into argument with every single coworker there. All your colleagues are just pissed at you because you imagined them in your brain in a form that is not so good. You did it, but you are not aware of it. This proves one thing and one thing only. We are all connected. And since we are all connected, can we actually use this power for our own benefit instead of doing it because we are doing it for the sake of it unconsciously, and we are suffering the consequences of it sometimes, and we don't even know it. So now, I want you to tell you a story. So Neville Goddard, the great mystic from the mid-1900s, told you something really profound. The universe is you pushed out. What did that mean? What does that mean? How is that even possible? Every single person that you meet is just a reflection of who you are. They have their own will, but the version that you are seeing them with is the version that is more reflective of your inner state of being, what you consent to be true about you and about them and about your world. So, by saying that, you can actually change the behavior of anyone around you. How is that possible? Everybody is wearing masks. We are wearing characters, and we can change that mask. Let me tell you something. How many times you argued with somebody in your brain, and you know that person is good. He's not into trouble. He's not, trying to make anything bad with you, but you argued with them in your brain, and all of a sudden, you fought with them. You had an argument with them. This is actually it. You are shaping your reality by your thoughts and your feelings. So when you are imagining something and you are consenting it to be true, you will experience it, whether that be good, bad, or indifferent. So you should be more cautious with the thoughts that you are thinking, because the universe is you pushed out. You will find the people that will reflect that back to you. Even if it's the same person, he will become a different character to reflect back to you what you consent to be true sometimes. So here is the task that you should actually do, and you should do it religiously. You should always imagine the people that you would like to be interacting with more harmonious. Imagine them telling you the things that you would like to be told. Imagine them lovingly. If you are in a fight with somebody and you've been no contact for, I don't know how many months, I don't care. All I want you to do is persist in the assumption or believe that they are how you would like them to be, and they like you and you like them. Do that. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe you fought with your parents and you had a little argument with them and you feel a bit sad. Imagine in your brain and embody the frequency of someone that is good with their parents. Maybe it's your partner. Do the same thing. Imagine that you are good with them. Nothing is wrong. Everything is correct. Even if the world and the evidence of the senses is telling you otherwise, you are reprogramming yourself. You are reprogramming the subconscious mind. You are entering a new frequency in which they are actually the version that you want them to be in. Because remember, the universe is you pushed out. So you are embodying that state, and then you walk as if it's already done. If you experienced it internally, you won't be looking for it on the outer world. So whatever is showing up in your world, know that this is just a delay. And just walk in faith that it is done. And this is why faith is so important. In every doctrine and religion, you will find out that faith is the prerequisite to a happy life. And this is not metaphorically, this is literally. When you have faith in the unknown that what you did internally will be externalized because you experienced it internally, and as within, so without, this is one of the Hermetic principles, you will wake up every single day knowing that if you fix what's inside of you and you have a modified state of being until it becomes the software of your body and your brain, you will then look at your world and not blaming anybody. You won't blame anyone. You will take responsibility, and you will know that there is a higher power within you and all around you. And once you know that, you won't feel like you are stressing yourself. You won't be so self-reliant in a way. You gotta develop that, but at some point, you will give that thought and that feeling, you will surrender it to the higher power within you. You know that let go and let God, this is the esoteric meaning behind it. You are leaving yourself, the I, you are leaving it, and you are giving it to God. You are giving it to the higher power. You are giving it to the infinite intelligence within you and all around you. And once you do that, you will know that you have this sense of peace. You'll feel the calmness and serenity of being and doing and becoming that person that you always wanted to be. You will have this very calm state of being. You will become in a way that you are acceptant to the things around you because you experienced what you wanted to experience internally. And once you experience that internally, the world around you will just reflect that. You just gotta be maintaining that state of being, that frequency that you entered. Maintain it every single day. Some people in Dr. Joe Dispenza's work meditate 3 times a day because they feel like they will forget how that feels. And this is one of the things that I want you guys to do. I want you to just remember that if you feel like you are becoming, a bit shaky and you are getting it off a little bit, try to hold on to that feeling. Not under compulsion, but yield completely to that feeling. Yield to that frequency. Become that frequency. Become one with that frequency. When you become one with that frequency, you will resonate with all similar things of the same frequency, the same quality. So more people will reflect that back to you. And this is the key. When people will reflect that back to you, you will know that you did something. You did that change. And you will become more aware of your thoughts, of your feelings. You'll become more aware of how you think and how you act and how you talk. And this is why reprogramming your subconscious mind is so important. And this is why many people are using many techniques. And this is why I actually put all the techniques in my ebook. You can check it in the link in the description box. But the thing is, whatever method or technique that you are using, try to know something. These tools will help you to get to the state of being desired. And once you are in that state of being, walk as if you are that man or that woman with that state of being. Embody that state of being. Become that frequency. Don't wait for something outside of you to happen. I know it's easier said than done, and sometimes the outer world will just be so miserable to you guys. But have faith, and it's a work in progress, to be honest. You gotta just know that what you did internally will be reflected back to you externally. You will see it in the outer world. This world is a mirror. When you smile, it will smile back. Sometimes there is a delay, but know that it will happen. Just maintain that state of being, that frequency, and believe me, everything will become more harmonious to you. Hopefully very soon, you will see that evidence in your life. You will see that what you did internally is being reflected back to you on the outer world. You will see that you are actually a co-creator. There is something that is really important, and I told you about it. You got to be self-reliant, but not to the point that you forget that the man that does all of that, or the energy that does all of that, is within you and all around you. So you got to surrender to it. So you got to have a clear intention, elevated emotion, and then you surrender it to the higher power, knowing that you experienced it. And then sit back and watch the magic happens. That's it for today's video. Done.